$230 million fully guaranteed contract. Is this contract worth it to you, Fees?
Absolutely not. That's entirely too much money. Last time I checked, Deshaun Watson ain't won a single NFL MVP. He's not made it to anybody's Super Bowl. He hasn't proven that he can take a team to a Super Bowl, let alone win one.
Has he won a playoff game?
Yeah, he won one.
Oh, duh, because they played the divisional against Kansas City. Duh.
Yeah. Well, he got one playoff win. He hasn't played since December of 2020.
Yeah.
The last time he played, they went 4-12. We're looking at all these numbers, and we always accuse everyone else of putting up empty stats. Why are we we're salivating over these numbers, and they weren't winning?
Yeah.
4-12 with all of those numbers he put up. You know what the team was last year? 4-13. The team wasn't any better or worse without him.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like he's not proved that he deserves that kind of contract.
Yeah.
He is an exciting player coming out of college. Amazing. Won a national championship. Came into Houston. He's made big plays, but he's also had great teams, like great players around him. And he has not cashed any of it in. Definitely not enough to deserve a $230 million fully guaranteed contract, on top of the fact that we all know he ain't going to play. Not at least the first 8 games. That suspension is coming. So, I mean, you're not going to have him. He's not going to be. That's a huge ask. So you're going to ask him to come play half a season and win you a Super Bowl? Because the roster is Super Bowl ready. We don't know that Deshaun is Super Bowl ready. Before he finally got his first playoff win, we were saying that he folds in the playoffs. He's not the same Deshaun that he was in college, in the college football playoffs, as he was in the NFL playoffs, because he shrunk with those really good Houston teams in the wild card round. I mean, we've seen one good playoff performance, one where he took a massive lead over Pat Mahomes and just completely sputtered out. No more offense. Couldn't put another point on the board as he watched Kansas City put 50 unanswered points on the board. I don't know if it was quite that many. I don't know if it was that many, but it was close.
Oh.
But it
they went on like a 48-7 run, I think, to win that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was outlandish. You couldn't muster up anything with a lead that big. You're up by 24 points in the first half, and all of a sudden your offense went to hell. Deshaun didn't get hurt. He just stopped producing.
Right.
With someone with that many weapons in their bag and you couldn't get it done, I mean, I think he absolutely is a really good quarterback, but not good enough to merit $230 million, especially with all of this coming down.
$46 million a year is crazy as hell to me. Yeah, hasn't played since December of 2020. And before anyone, tries to twist what we're saying and saying that Deshaun's bad or this, that, and the third, he's not worth $46 million a year, $230 million fully guaranteed. And he hasn't played literally since December of 2020. And we're not questioning the talent. We're not questioning how generational he can be. We know he's got the big arm. We know he can make any throw. We know he's got big stature, can potentially run like a Josh Allen or a Cam Newton. I said it before Deshaun Watson got into a lot of the turmoil. He was the closest thing to Patrick Mahomes that I thought the league had to offer. Yes, over Russell Wilson. Yes, over Josh Allen at that time. The reason the contract does not feel worth it to me is I can't help, and I know it was a different situation, but I can't help but think of when Le'Veon Bell held out from the Steelers, went over to the Jets, was nothing after that because his body hadn't taken a hit in games, in weeks, months, essentially a little over a year. We know Deshaun's probably been training. Okay, we know that he's been out there getting at it because he still wants to be a top 3, 5, 2 quarterback, whatever y'all want to say in the league, but he hasn't been out there on the field. He hasn't been out there getting the looks. He hasn't been out there taking hits. And let's also say that, yes, Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback, and this is a great contract for him, but this could easily go down as the worst contract in NFL history. I mean, easily.